my share of the burden. Well, I don't care, 'cause I've got more than my share of love. And when I'm weary and I can't rest, then I remember that I've been blessed, 'cause I have got more than my share of love. I thank my family, I thank my friends, sing hallelujah and say amen, 'cause I have got more than my share of love. If I've got more than my share of the burden, well, I don't care, 'cause I have got more than my share of love.
Have you met Bernice Lewis?
No.
No.
Wait.
Well, you have now. More to come. So I invite you just to relax into this beautiful Sunday. We call it that, you know, any Sunday you're here, we call it a beautiful Sunday.
Yes.
But sometimes that's an affirmation. Today it's a declaration of fact. And here we are at the final harvest in this hemisphere, the third harvest by tradition. And the old 9th month of the Romans was just open for us. And we move toward Thanksgiving, a signal event in consciousness. So much happening, swirling around us always. But something has carried us to this place today to have a certain experience together of a changeless and permanent reality that is the source of all facts, all appearances, all circumstances. This one, our source. This standalone thing that is everything, encompasses everything. It's something we have felt within ourselves for a very long time. And then we ran across some words that described what we were feeling. That brought us to this place with its talks and its literature, its classes, everything else. It all acted in support of this feeling. We learned we were not alone in believing that there's more to life than meets the eye. That there's a non-physical reality back of the physical that is the source of the physical and all that occurs in form. We learned we were not alone. We learned we were not crazy to think these things. That mystics were not wild-eyed, antisocial people, but simply those who had gazed into the fires of creation and then come back to tell the tribe about it. We're here for our own good today, and we're here for the global good. To feed into the one mind that is all mind. The greater comprehension and expression of unconditional love. Know that in this hour to come that something powerful and transformative is occurring in and to and through you, assisted along by music and words and hugs and smiles and the energy of the group. So I invite you to be with your thoughts, your feelings, your sweet inner process, whatever that may be. It's a gorgeous Sunday morning as we sit together for universal power encircles me. I am one, and all is well. I invite you now to open yourself to the miracle-working higher power and symbolize the unity of your thinking and feeling nature by touching your chest with your right hand, letting my words act as your own for your own inner acceptance and receptivity. I acknowledge that there is a power, intelligence, and wisdom greater than my own. I am in the midst of it, and it is in the midst of me, sensitive and responsive to my every thought, word, action, and feeling. I now make this true for myself by saying aloud, I acknowledge.
I acknowledge.
Acknowledging this higher power working through my life, I admit that I am personally responsible for solving my own problems, while being guided and assisted by something greater than myself. As I become ready to surrender the conflicts of my ego to the wisdom of this infinite presence, I simply speak these words, I surrender.
I surrender.
Knowing that forgiveness is the key to unconditional love and the feeling of heaven, I now unconditionally forgive anyone and everyone who has ever injured me in any way, real or imagined. And I now forgive myself for all my mistaken judgments and their resulting actions. From my deepest level of understanding, now I say, I forgive.
I forgive.
Realizing that I continually experience the effects of my own thinking, I now choose to allow this higher power to recreate me deeply, filling my mind with thoughts that are only constructive, positive, loving, and beautiful. I call upon this divine inflow by stating aloud, I choose.
I choose.
I now center upon that one special idea that I'm willing to accept as real for me in this coming week, visualizing this idea as already acted upon and brought to pass. And seeing my idea become a fact of my experience, I enjoy the happiness and peace of my thought fulfilled, and gratefully speak these words, I accept.
I accept.
Knowing that I have an everlasting place in the midst of the power that sustains all creation, as well as the support of all those around me, I allow myself to relax in the peace of fulfillment and gratitude and say, I release.
I release.
Now in my mind's eye, I envision the face of someone who has touched my life in powerful, wonderful ways. This could be a friend, a family member, a teacher of mine, and someone who's not physically present with me in this room this morning. So I greet this being of light and consciousness, turning toward that face I see in my mind's eye and saying, I'm grateful for the good in your life.
I'm grateful for the good in your life.
Now I open my eyes to the world around me, turn joyfully to these folks here and say to each of them, I'm grateful for the good in your life.